Hello everybody who's here joining me right now. This is Kay in the Collective Soul Tarot. I want to say welcome back to the channel and welcome to new subscribers, and thank you for my subscribers that come and watch the videos, and for new viewers and returning viewers. I so appreciate your involvement on the channel in this particular community of the Collective Soul Tarot. So we're going to be doing what do they want to tell me? What do they want to say to me right now? In this snippet of time, you got to remember that, snippet of time. This is a snapshot of time where the energy is, where it's at. So whatever they're thinking and feeling right now is how they're going to come across, okay? Which doesn't mean that they're going to be in the same energy on Wednesday or Thursday, whether it's negative or positive, not Wednesday or Thursday, but Wednesday or Friday, whether it's negative or positive. Now they might, if it's negative, like this, if it doesn't seem like it's something you want to hear them tell you, it could change. It could flip to Wednesday, because there's like 2 days before we'll do it again, and that snippet of time will be different energy, possibly. Depends. So we're going to start with Capricorn. Now take snapshots, a screenshot of the messages for each one of your sun, moon, Venus, or rising, and north node. North node position on your birth chart is your life purpose, okay? But then there's the sun, the moon, Venus, and rising. Now I have two of those signs that I have Sagittarius. They're in Sagittarius. I think it's my Venus, and of course my sun sign is Sagittarius. So I only would watch, listen to 4 of them here, the messages. So I would take screenshots of all 4 of the different placements, sign placements in your birth chart. In your birth chart, you can get it free, astro.com. I have nothing to do with them, but that's where I got mine. So that's how I know where mine are. Now, ascending is the same as rising on the birth chart, just so you know. All right, so let's begin. Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, thank you so much for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings of love, light, protection, and guidance. Please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies and messages in the cards, and to help me see clearly. Today's date is Monday, April 1st, 2024, but it is timeless, okay? Timeless reading. Right, and we do these readings on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So the first one for Capricorn, what your person of interest would like to say to you today. I'm using the new deck, by the way, Messengers of the Heart. Just change it up, right? And then coldness. So what do we have here? Let me see. So for Capricorn, your person of interest wants to say potential. I'm doing this so you can take a screenshot if you wish. They're deep in their thoughts about you, realizing their distractions prevented them from seeing the potential in you. Coldness, however, they feel you pulling away. They wish they can pull you back and convince you they're worth keeping. So they feel as though that you have pulled away from them. And they just want to be able, they would like to be able to pull you back into their sphere, right? And at least energetically, hopefully, they're probably hoping even physically, but we won't know. But they're thinking about you a lot, an awful lot. They're seeing the potential in you now where they didn't before, when you first met. Okay. So what we got is Sagittarius next, okay? What does Sagittarius person want to say to them today, right now? Temptation. The fight. Interesting. These are beautiful cards, by the way. So what do we have, Sagittarius? Your person of interest wants to tell you temptation. Each day gets harder and harder to resist what they know in their heart to be true. They see you as their forbidden fruit. the fight. Their inner warrior is being activated. They're getting ready to fight for you and overcome their fears of love. Wow. Talk about from one, what do you call it? One end to the other, one side of the coin to the other side. We have temptation that it's getting harder and harder for them to resist you, you know, in their mind, right? Because if they're not staying in touch with you, but maybe they are, they're getting ready to, through the enough pain and suffering in the experiences that they're having in whatever relationship they're in, or if they're single, they're just feeling the void enough that they're starting to think, well, maybe, what if I did? What if I did move towards Sagittarius? You know, should I fight for a relationship with them, that love that we once had? I need to, you know, overcome my fears because what I'm experiencing right now ain't all that great. So they're thinking about it. That's what they want to tell you today. Okay, so Scorpio, what does our Scorpio's person of interest want to say to them right now? Back and forth. And watching you. Oh, okay. Scorpio. So Scorpio, what they'd want to say to you right now, in all honesty, is that they are trying to make sense of this connection, but their emotions swing back and forth between two extremes. They might be in love with you and then saying they hate you. You know, that kind of thing. Or not hate you, but they're just angry at you. In love with you and angry at you. But they are watching you. They've been watching your social media to see what you post and get clues to know how to approach you. Yeah. They want to approach you even though they're going back and forth, but you know, maybe not in the very near future. But again, that's today. Throwing things on the floor. One moment, guys. All right, sorry about that. All right, so check in Wednesday, Scorpio. Libra. What does our person of interest want to tell our Libra viewers right now? Archangel Michael. Telepathy. Interesting. Sexual union. Somebody's been engaging with you, connecting with you, Libra, over the wires, like the energy wires. Telepathy. The telepathy you share cannot be ignored. Your words are slowly leaving imprints upon their heart. Yay. So whatever you're thinking and saying to yourself, maybe even sending it out to them, it's reaching them, in other words. Sexual union. Their greatest sex memory is with you, but it's more than just sex. It's their memory of feeling so close to you. Wow. That must have been magnificent, Libra. All right. So they've got something to really be nostalgic about. Maybe possibly so much so that it will inspire them to come back around. Okay, so Virgo. What do we know for Virgo? From their person of interest, Archangel Michael. The mask. They want to remove it and the innocence. They want to show you their worthiness and their power. Virgo, your person of interest is wanting to remove their mask they've been wearing and to be brave enough to reveal their true feelings to you. Innocence, your innocence and kind heart makes them love you, but feel they must push you away to protect you from themselves, well, especially when they're wearing the mask. But when they're not wearing the mask, even if they're wearing the mask right now, Virgo, they see you as being somebody, you know, pure and innocent, just kind of like maybe possibly childlike, but they just see you as somebody that would, you know, they wouldn't want to taint with their lies and deception and just not being who they really are, not being authentic with you. So they've been pushing you away as a result of wearing the mask, but they want to remove it. They want to remove it because they want to be with you. They want to be in your realm, you know, of that purity and freshness and innocence. Virgo, they love you. They love you. Okay, Leo, that's wonderful. Leo, what do we know for Leo? From their person of interest, what would they like to say to them today? Passion ignited. Well, that's very Leo-like. Yes, yes, yes. And then we have losing battle. What the devil? Okay. Leo, passion has been ignited. Their intense sexual desire towards you is making it hard for them to know the difference between lust and love. Okay. Losing the battle, though, however. All right. So you are fighting a losing battle against your opposition. Don't downgrade yourself. Play at your level, not theirs. Okay. That's losing the battle. You are fighting a losing battle against your opposition. Don't downgrade yourself. Play at your level, not theirs. So they're just saying what they're saying to you is that they just don't know if they're the one for you, that they're right for you. So, and you've been trying to hold off on their advances. Okay, hold off on their advances because you might know that all that passion is just passion, and it may not necessarily build a foundation that the two of you can build a life together from. If it's just sex, you know, passion and sex, whatever, they see you as, you know, wanting to, to put up a resistance to, like, you don't want to just get with them and do that. You want more from your time spent with them. And so if they're not ready or willing because they don't know the difference between lust and love, then you're like saying, okay, you know, my barrier, my wall is up because I can't just be that for you. I want more from you, Leo says, possibly. And so they're seeing that in you. And they respect that. They do. And they're telling you to just don't give in to them. You know, don't give in to them. Don't downgrade yourself, and stay true, you know, stay true to yourself. If it's important for you to be with somebody who is going to build a really solid foundation with you to build your lives on, and if it's not them, then, you know, they want you to make sure, but they want you to make sure you push them away, basically push them back. But they're telling you that they're so attracted to you that it's very difficult for them to do. So they're basically leaving the responsibility on your shoulders to be the one to resist and do it from your truth. Like, that's what's true in you, is that you're just not all about sex with somebody. You want to have a really deep, committed relationship with someone. That's beautiful. And good on you. And it's lovely that they see that and they're telling you that right now. They're telling you. See, this is kind of like secrets, right? What your person of interest is telling you in these readings is something that they may not actually admit to or tell you in person, or, you know, email, text, phone call, whatever, right? So Cancer, what does their person of interest want to tell Cancer right now today? New perspective. They've gained a new perspective. All right. Losing battle. Wow, that's a second time. Wow. So the message is the same. But so a new perspective is they've gained a new perspective and now see how they failed you, but with their own sabotaging behaviors. Okay. So now they're telling you, just like Leo's person's telling them, look, if you're in love with me and you want to be with me, but I am not able to, even though I've gained a new perspective, but I'm not, because I'm still possibly in that energy of not being able to fully commit to you and what it is that you need, Cancer, they're saying, you know, live your truth. Live your truth, and you know, don't battle against your opposition, the opposition which is the resistance towards them, irregardless of you talking to them or not. They do see you in a different light, but they know they failed you, and they're worried that they're just going to fail you again and just sabotage the relationship, and then you two might not ever be able to talk to each other. If you're talking right now, you might not even be able to be on speaking terms as in friends, you know, Cancer. So they're just saying, look, there's probably somebody better out there for you, and I realize that because I've just been, you know, I've been a turd, right? I've been a turd. I see that now. But you know what? That's the wonderful thing about a new perspective, is people grow from that. They grow. And so he or she just may need more time, Cancer, more time. So come back on Wednesday and Friday this week to see if what they want to say to you is a little different, you know, more optimistic. So they may not want you to push them away. So Gemini, what does their person of interest want to tell Gemini Archangel Michael today, right now? What secrets do they have that they'd like to expose themselves of right now? Okay. Wow, dark side. Eek. Okay. They have a dark side, and healing though. They're healing that dark side. Wow. Okay. These cards, aren't they just beautiful? I just love the colors and the artwork in them. Okay, so they have the dark side. They're telling you that they realize they have a dark side. They have a dark side that no one knows and feel it's their true side. They feel it's their true side, but too afraid to show you. They don't want you to see their true nature, is what they're saying to you. But you know what? I know better, even though I don't know this person. You do. That, you know, they may be thinking that they're not worthy to have a light side, that therefore really all they're made up of is negativity, of darkness, right? But it's not true, because we're all the light of the soul within us, that's God, right? We're all the light of that. It's just a matter of how much fear and negativity from past thoughts, feelings, and behaviors is covering up that light, not allowing it to shine out through them, through their thoughts, feelings, and new behaviors just yet. But they're healing. They're at the end of a big healing cycle, coming to peace with their past and bringing back balance in the connection. So all the time they were thinking they're not worthy enough for you, Gemini, because you're such a light. They're dark. They're seeing themselves as dark, but they're owning up to that, and they're healing as a result. The new perspective of this, you may have been a catalyst, Gemini, for them to be able to see that their dark side is not the only part of. We all have a shadow, okay? The dark side. We all have a shadow. We must integrate that. That's the ego and the fears. Fear and ego are synonymous, okay? So whatever we fear, it's like the ego is trying to protect us from our own fears, but also trying to kill us at the same time, because the ego does things and says things that are very painful and hurtful and what do you call it? You know, overly confident, in the sense that they are people who are overly confident are egotistical, right? You know, egotistical. They don't live through their integrity, and they'd rather lie, deceive, and cheat in order to get what they feel deep down inside of them they're not worthy of or capable of achieving or getting on their own merit, right? So they have to take it from somebody else. And that's ego. That's fear of not being, you know, enough, not having what is needed. I fear I'm incapable. I fear I'm unworthy. I fear no one loves me and could possibly love me if they knew me. Dark side, okay? Healing that though. Something about you, your light, is shedding that on them. That light being shed on their dark spot is illuminating it. Just like when you put a light in a dark room, you flick the switch of the light and it's no longer a dark room, right? You are the light bulb in the room for them. And they're healing as a result of that. So way to go, Gemini. That's fantastic. It's gorgeous. And you're changing somebody. And you should be changing yourself as a result. You know, you're growing even more as a result. Taurus, what does Taurus want to hear? What does Taurus's POI, person of interest, want to say to them right now? Archangel Michael. We have back and forth. That's the second time that's come out. And divine intervention. Okay, to me it seems like what I got from both of those right away without even reading the card is that they've been going back and forth of should I or shouldn't I? Should I approach them or shouldn't I approach them? What if I do and they call me out and they hang up the receiver or tell me they never want to hear from me again? What's that going to do to me? And if I don't, then what is that going to do to me? If I don't, at least try, right? Well, the divine says enough of that swinging around back and forth. It's time. So let's read this first, Taurus. We've got back and forth. They are trying to make sense of this connection, but their emotions swing back and forth between two extremes. I think also too, they would like very much to hear from you. So it kind of opens up the door for them. It makes it a little easier for them, right? Is it about being easier for them though? That's what you would have to decide. Is it about being easier for them? They've had it easy all along where they haven't been taking responsibility, right, for their actions, their past actions. But divine intervention is coming in and saying they are experiencing many tower moments in their life right now where it's helped them gain clarity on this connection. They're trying to make sense of this connection. I mean, you couldn't get the cards that are coming out, they're speaking very well with each other. Don't you think so, Taurus? So yeah, they're back and forth on this, like that, back and forth. But the divine is coming in and saying, they're like taking their hands and going like, stop that back and forth. Stop it now, okay? This is what this person means to you. Is what they're saying, the divine. This is what this person means to you. And it's because of this person in your life, the reason why you're even doing this in the first place. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be doing this. You'd be off somewhere else and doing whatever, God only knows what, right? So this is good, but not for too long. Because you can't expect Taurus to sit around and wait forever, right? Taurus, if they're waiting at all. So like you shouldn't just be worried that you might get, slapped in the face or told to get lost. You should worry that they're even available for you. That would be a very important consideration. And the longer you wait, the greater the chances are that they will not be. Okay, so Aries. What can Aries POI want to say to them, Archangel Michael? One more. All right. Anxiously waiting. Wow. Remember I said somebody might be waiting to hear from you? Do you have Aries in your chart too? The journey. The journey. Okay, anxiously waiting Aries, your POI. They search for you in everything, feel you everywhere, always in the back of their mind, hoping they run into you. Well, I hope you two at least live in the same location, because, if you're in opposite countries or opposite ends of one country, okay. The journey, this love journey may be long and challenging, but so long as you are with them, you'll never walk alone. Let's see, the love journey. This love journey may be long and challenging, but so long as you are with them, you'll never walk alone. So they're just telling you, as long as you're with them, you'll never walk alone, Taurus. Aries, pardon me. But they are anxiously waiting. So they're looking to see if you're coming. Now, do you feel as though you need to come? Like, there's no law against you being the one to reach out. There's no law against that. It just depends on how you feel about it. That's all. If you feel like you're okay with that, and like paving the path towards you a little bit smoother and easier for them, then by all means do it. If you don't feel like you would regret that afterwards, okay? So do something that you know you're not going to regret later. So if you feel like you could like send out a quick hello, whatever, nothing too committed or emotional or anything like that, just to let them know that you would still communicate with them, then by all means do it if you feel like you won't regret it later, okay? But it is definitely a journey for them, definitely a journey for them. And of course it would be a journey for you too if you were to decide to include them, let them back into your life, Aries. Okay, that's gorgeous. All right, next we have Pisces, right? And then Aquarius. Pisces, Archangel Michael, what can we know for our Pisces? What does their POI, person of interest, want to say to them today, right now? Boundaries. And insatiable. Wow. Okay. They love that you set strong boundaries. Good for you, girl or guy. That shows that you've grown. Putting up those 7 of Wands, those healthy boundaries against, okay, well, we'll see. They love that you set strong boundaries for yourself and walk away from those who don't respect them, including themselves, right? They really, they dig you. They see you as insatiable. They have an insatiable thirst, a thirst that no one else but you can satisfy. Craving for you more and more. So yeah, I mean, thirst as in they want you blood and bone, you know? They want you blood and bone, but it'd be kind of like the sexual passion, whether or not you feel as though that would be the right direction, approach to trying to build a foundation with them. It's up to you. But they're seeing you saying like, all right, I'm highly attracted to you too. I can't get enough of you, whatever, but that's not what I want this relationship to be about from the beginning at very least. Okay, so whatever is in your heart, whatever works for you, that you're not going to regret later. That's what you want to decide, and it looks like you have with healthy boundaries. So kudos to you. Yay, Pisces, good work. And they respect you for that and love you for that even more and more. Aquarius, what does your person of interest want to say to you? What does your person of interest want to say to you right now? It's kind of exciting, isn't it? All right. Plotting. Ooh, look at that guy's intense look. See it? Yeah. Plotting. And foolish. Oh my, Aquarius, okay? Let's see. So, plotting. Let's see. They're stepping up their game to get your attention because they know you have plenty of other options. Foolish. They feel like a fool for crossing the line and messing up the connection, but too embarrassed to come forward. Yeah, so they have to come up with a strategy. It's kind of like the King of Swords. They're stepping up their game to get your attention because they know you have plenty of other options. They want to get your attention, but are they out there just to win you? So you have to discern that yourself. But they do feel foolish for crossing the line and messing up the connection they had with you. But they're too embarrassed to come forward and tell you that. So, you know, you've got... Maybe they'll tell you something about that, you know, on Wednesday when we revisit. What do they want to say to me right now? Okay, guys, so that's what we have for now. I hope that was good. Take care. Bye-bye.